On three here with new Alabama commit Hunter Osborne. A lot of twists and turns, for you. You went into this summer thinking you're going to end up somewhere not in your home state,
Yes, sir.
not staying home with Alabama, but committed to Alabama in the end over Clemson, Tennessee, and Texas. Let's start with that. Why Alabama?
Why not Bama? Like people say, I mean, the development year in and year out is top notch. Being able to play for your hometown, in-state, is a feeling like no other. I couldn't pass up on it. What I wanted in my heart was all in Bama. I want to be in a business. Business will get you to the league. Everyone has the same set goal in mind, and like they say, rings over Lambos.
How tough was this? I mean, how much did you go back and forth? And I guess ultimately, when did you make the final decision it was Alabama?
So I took my last OV June 24th through the 26th, and I probably made the decision to go to Alabama, I would say 2 weeks after that last OV. It was tough, I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, I was all in with Clemson. I took my OV June 3rd through the 5th. Then through the rest of the month of June, I was, locked in with Clemson, but I had a sudden change of heart. I went to camp to Bama June 8th. And then, me and Coach Roach have been talking, before that all the time. But after I took that last visit down there, hung out with some of the players and some of the guys, it was just like, this is home. I got to stay home. This is what's best for me.
Yeah, I mean, you were leading up to the OVs, which started early, like you said, early in June to Clemson first. Like you said, you were all in. I mean, your amount was probably, 75, 80%
Yes,
made up?
85%. I was
you were
ready.
there. I mean, we've seen what Clemson's done with this class, specifically on defensive line, and you were a main target for those guys. But we talked earlier, too, and off the record before this, about that camp at Alabama, how that changed things. What about that day specifically maybe started to shift things a little bit more towards Alabama?
Really, I just had a conversation with Coach Saban. He's like, we want you here. You're the type of guy we want in our program. Every time you come, you're faster, stronger, bigger, more, like, just physically more dominant. And we want you in our program. We think we can get you to the next level. And they saw the potential in me. They want me. And, one of the best programs in the country that wants you, that means something, especially coming from the GOAT coach. So, I mean, sitting down with my family, long talks, hard days, long nights, it was the right choice for me.
How quickly did things change? I mean, when you had that talk with Saban, did you still think Clemson had the edge? Did you leave that moment thinking, okay, Bama is my top school? How did things slowly kind of transition over towards Bama?
Over like the week or so, after that camp, I was still, all in with Clemson, like I was saying, but over time, just continue to talk to Coach Roach, continue to talk to some of the Bama players, my former teammate Malachi Moore. Just over time, over the weeks, like I would say beginning of July is when I really felt it, I sat up late at night and I was like, I know where home is. It's not, Clemson. I love Clemson. Coach Sweeney, Coach Eason, Coach Hall, they were great to me. But I knew where home was that night. I stayed up all night till 3 a.m. just thinking about it. It was like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
I know for you, as personable as you are and really that nice guy off the field, I mean, probably hard for you to tell other schools no.
Yes.
Probably pretty easy to say yes, though, to Alabama. How did that feel to make that call, to tell, like you said, the GOAT, Nick Saban, hey, I'm coming to play for you?
It was like a big, like a weight of stress just relieved. I mean, this process is amazing, and, I'm grateful for every single second of it, but it's also very stressful. So when I got the chance to talk to Coach, and I told him, I want to be part of the Alabama Crimson Tide family, he was happy. We talked for a while, and it was just honestly amazing. Growing up as a kid, dreaming of something like this, it was a big moment for me.
I mean, obviously it's an in-state school. You've been there numerous times over the years. So what's the environment? I mean, guys have told me they walk on that campus and they feel like champions. I mean, how would you describe the environment around that program?
The environment around the program is really second to none. Once you step foot on that campus and you see all the fans, all the guys around you, it really just makes you feel like I feel at home every time I go down there. The fans are welcoming, the top-notch fans in the country. And when you watch a game down there at Bryant-Denny, it's like, it feels like you can come in here, you can work hard like everyone else works hard, and, make a name for yourself. And I want to make a name for myself in my hometown, my home state.
Hey, Hunter, definitely been a pleasure, man. Congrats on your decision. I know it was not, like you said, easy, but in the end, you feel very good about Alabama, man. Congrats, and thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide.